Best things about living in a van. No matter where I go, I'm close to the coffee. I'm never too far away. I can always make a brew anytime I want. Best things about living in a van. Now obviously there's the I get to travel and freedom and all that kind of stuff. That's good, don't get me wrong. And also not having to pay many bills, that's also good. But I literally carry everything with me, okay? So if I need a tool, I've got it with me. I never forget anything. Never forget, like, I don't know, my lunch when I go to work. If I'm at work, it's lunchtime, I think, oh shit, I forgot my sandwiches. My sandwiches are going to be parked outside. If my sandwiches aren't parked outside, I can go make myself a proper meal outside of work in no time at all. This brings other conveniences close also. Obviously, I'm close to the kettle all the time and my coffee pot. So I can go make a decent coffee anytime I want. I don't have to go to supermarkets or McDonald's or even a shit place that sells instant coffee. I've always got that good stuff right outside. So I can pull over anywhere, make a nice drink. Also, never too far away from my bed. Now, obviously, sleep is a good thing. If I'm out and about doing my thing and I fancy a nap, I can just have a nap anytime I want. Just pull over, have a nap. The best thing about it is that I can be anywhere. I can be in like a supermarket, car park, a busy place, multi-story car park. I can be at the side of the road in a lay-by. I can pull over on the, probably not safe, but I can pull over on the motorway, just go have a nap. Nobody'd know I was in there. Nobody'd know. And I've got my like nice little cozy bed, all nice and warm. Obviously, having your bed with you wherever you go has its own benefits. I mean, if you're with a lady, you just want to pull over and have a cuddle, you can just pull over and have a cuddle anytime you want. Again, I prefer if you didn't do it outside of school or anything like properly inappropriate, but this car park I'm in now, nobody'd be knowing what's going on in that bed once that door's shut. It's very convenient, very convenient. Other good things about living in a van. Well, I mean, I've covered all the main ones: coffee, women. Coffee and women. They're the main ones, right? Just being able to get up and drive away from a situation. Like, there can be so much drama going on around you. You can just get in there and start the key. Sometimes it starts the first time. Start the key and off you go. Drive away. Bye, drama. Bye. See you again soon. And then this is my life. Driving away from drama, drinking coffee, and that other thing that sometimes happens. Being able to get in bed anytime you want is amazing. Oh, just gonna have a nap. Good night. In all seriousness though, living in a van is brilliant. Like, I never expected to last this long. I thought that within like a month or so I would be back looking for an apartment or a house or something, and never expected it to be like this. There are lots of negatives though. Now, the van isn't a negative. The van is the positive about living in a van. The negatives, unfortunately, are things like the stigma of living in a van. So this is the biggest problem I have to deal with most of the time, is other people's opinions. And it's not just other people's opinions. It's not just, oh, look at him, he lives in a van, must be a tramp. It's when it starts to affect your life. So affecting your job,
People judging you there, people using that against you at work, as if that you're some sort of second-class citizen. As you may well have seen, I am now having issues with the ability to have my own child, which is something that's still ongoing. And again, the van has been used against me there by certain people, not the authorities. Actually, the authorities seem to be on my side. It is just people's opinions. So the stigma is a big one, really. Whenever I open my sliding door and I'm in somewhere reasonably public, I do get a few dirty looks from people. But at the same time, you know, I to be fair, I did get, and this guy might be watching. If you are watching, there was a guy that came over to me on a bike the other day, in the park where I was staying. Came over for a nice chat and told me that he watched lots of different van lifers and stuff. He'd retired and enjoyed watching those kinds of things. So again, it is mixed, but you know, the negative comments sort of stick in your mind a little bit more sometimes. And I don't really care what people think for the most part. Like I've had, you know, over the years I've had people come and go, and people have opinions of me and that, and it doesn't normally bother me. But when people sort of take pity on you for living in a van, that really bothers me. I don't like being looked down on in that way, because I work hard, and you know, I keep myself clean and tidy and all that kind of thing, and people just assume that you don't. So the stigma is a really, really difficult one. It's not just the stigma that's a problem. Now, this is the other big problem, which I've experienced over the years, over the year, is the mental health thing. So, again, for the most part, this van life has saved me. The lifestyle change has been incredible, and I felt the best I felt in a long time. For those of you that are interested, I had a breakdown almost 3 years ago now, and that continued. The medication and the counselling and all that kind of thing continued for a while, but changing my lifestyle has helped that massively. I've moved away from all the negative forces and all the toxic people and all that kind of thing, and then I managed to build a life for myself, and it's been, again, for the most part, incredible and genuinely life-changing. However, there are still negative forces that catch up with you, and there are still toxic people that catch up with you, and there are still situations in life that happen, and when they affect you, the sort of loneliness of living in a van is the other negative. It's difficult to explain, but I spend a lot of time on my own, and I've grown to enjoy that for the most part. But when I am sad or stressed, that's the worst. Now, I know I've got people I can probably turn to, but I'm not really like that. I'm not really the kind of person that does turn to people very often. I do sit on my own a lot and try and deal with it myself. Oh, I'm tired. But yeah, the mental health thing for the most part has been a positive. However, the loneliness is the hardest part. Especially now winter's come as well. Getting the nights getting darker earlier just affects everything. It affects your mood. It affects your solar panel. It affects your batteries. It affects everything. It affects your ability to do everything. However, again, for the most part, things are good. Anyway, there's some positives and there's some negatives. Van life isn't for everyone, and it's not for the majority at all. You've got to be pretty thick-skinned to do this and survive. The people that are just joining van life ready for winter, you get through winter and it's a breeze. You'll do it. It'll either make you or break you, to be honest. And I think it's made me for the most part. Even though I've listed some negatives, the negatives are more about me and my feelings rather than the van. The van's brilliant. Living in a van is fucking incredible. Anyway, I'm gonna shoot off. Thanks for watching the little bit cheeky videos. If you've not subscribed, subscribe, because I'm almost at 5,000 subs and that's a big deal for me, innit? I'll see you soon, bye.